cosplaying as Hasan Piker and the dog. Playing my part in making a more humane world.
No, do it again. Get down lower.
Okay.
And then
Don't
has the zins
Stop.
that he's allegedly reaching for.
It's calm. It's great. I'm not. This is vibrating. I'm not shocking her. It is vibrating.
My apologies. I was correct. It's actually vibration.
It's training.
I'm training him. I'm training him.
Training to be a.
L on this guy though. I understand they're doing a bit, but I don't care how long I've been dating somebody or how much content I can make. I'm not gonna put on a dog costume and let it. Does he have a collar? I think he has a collar. He has a leash on him. I'm never doing that, guys. I don't care.
Good dog.
We'll speak on with Kaya. See how she's
Yeah.
feeling.
Stop making sounds. Gosh, she's just a baby. That's fine. She's good.
It's kind of funny. Quote on Hasan Piker, because if you're unaware, you see this. There's been a lot of instances of Hasan likely lying, and Tectone's calling it out. I think it's hilarious.
It is
My niece
emblematic
said they
of
all say
all
gay
of
now, and
America's
all
white
everyone
people
is
losing his
losing
fucking
their
mind.
minds.
Everything works. Everything works. Everything's fast. Reason as to why America. Please play fucking go. Stop.
So the Yelp, that's so fucked up, man. But yeah, this was bad enough as it is. Him likely shocking his dog to me, and then him lying to his audience about this collar doesn't have a shock function when it's obviously been taped off. Like him lying, him almost getting away with this bad enough. But you have this over here where, wait, no way, that's not the video. I almost don't want to play the full video because you kind of saw it, whatever. But an old video is resurfaced of him, and the dog is obviously has a giant sore on its neck. Pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And people are saying it's because the collar is likely too tight, or there was prongs from a shock collar. This one is really bad. Shock collar or not, memes or not, him getting upset, crashing out, he's an objectively terrible person. Yeah, the manufacturer made a statement too saying that model of shock collar doesn't have removable prongs. It's like that's the electrical shocking one. He's lying. And then it's almost sad because you're like, okay, why hasn't he been banned despite all the things he's done? Not even necessarily like the dog possible shock, but him calling for the deaths of individuals, multiple individuals, calling for the streets to be lined with blood of certain people that may or may not own homes. Like the guy's a nut job. And then someone said, "Hey, look at Dan Clancy and his history. Back in 2016, I guess he banned Trump, and he said, alas, the shame of can we verify this? Looks like it's real." So someone said, apparently Daniel Clancy said, "Alas, the shame of since we've polarized as a country in what we read in the media, many Trump supporters would never see an article such as this. Alas, wow, this guy's such a goober. I wanted to say Trump is an idiot, but if we're only so lucky, he is much worse and much more dangerous as an idiot. While he won't win, his vile mouth will further polarize what is already a polarized country." Well, pot calling the kettle black, "making it even harder for governed over the next 4 years." So it seems like he is a very much like an anti-Trump, never Trump kind of guy. And maybe that sheds light on why they want to protect Hasan so much, because he's their poster child. He's like the best person to echo these liberal talking points because they're all garbage. He looks stupid doing it, but at least he has designer clothes while saying it. Sad. But now it's actually kind of, I would say, fun to see him crashing out on his own audience. It's actually pretty sad, but pretty good at the same time.
I don't know what else to say about this stuff. I don't know. It's just, please. Like, I need to do my job.
I need to do my job, guys.
There are a lot of adults in here, and there are a lot of young people in here as well that want to hear about the news. Okay.
Through his filter. A lot of people come to me for their talking points. They see something in the news and it should discuss them at the Democrat Party, but when they come to me, I can brainwash them into thinking something that's just not the truth that they can touch and see with their own hands.
Okay, they want to hear about what's going on. Defending your favorite streamer is not advocacy or organizing. Please refocus, chatters. It's just, it's utterly irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. I know it sounds like it's the most consequential thing that's ever happened in the history of mankind.
It is to you, Not consequential to anybody else, but this will, I think it's going to end his career. I don't think that it's going to get the diehard Hasan fans to stop watching him. I think it's going to get animal lovers in general, make it so it's impossible for his orbiters and his friends to collaborate with him without being seen as an animal shocker themselves. Again, this is not the audience that needs hard proof. They go based on feelings. And the idea is if the audience thinks he shocked his dog, and then, I'm just throwing a name out there, Pokimane wants to do a podcast with them, her chat will be spammed with, why are you collaborating with an animal abuser? Whether he is or he isn't, that will be what's on their mind, so it's going to cause them to separate from him. It's going to effectively bury him into the far left hyper-politicized corners of the internet, because I remember seeing him talking about how he was so jealous of iShowSpeed. iShowSpeed, he was over in China, he was doing, forgot what it was. He was doing like brand deals. He was in a supercar, and he was just so jealous. He's like, man, I wish I could be in that supercar. I want to do fun streams like that. My audience doesn't even want to watch me play video games anymore. And it's like, yeah, he's going to sequester himself into this pocket of people that will believe him that he didn't electrical tape his electrical shock collar. That's all he's going to answer to. But the idea that he'll still have an online career, he just won't have the online career he wants anymore because of this. It's not the most consequential thing to occur on the internet, but it's the most consequential thing that happened to him.
And people are really dragging it over and over again. But please, for the love of God, like, it's going to be all right.
And I'm telling you right now, the more you sit there and say, oh my God, like it's affecting me, the more people are going to realize that it bothers him, and the harder they're going to go. These aren't regular people. These are internet dwellers.
Okay, you know the truth. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we know the
What do you
truth,
want me to
and
do?
it doesn't matter to him.
At this stage, we have entered a new era on the internet. I've been an active watcher now, and I'm honestly disgusted. I've honestly been watching you for a while, and you kind of disappointed me. What do you mean?
Yeah, people are going to be disappointed that I believe he shocked his dog, and he just can't own up to it. He could play dumb. Like I got a dog. I had a dog teacher. What do you call him? Dog instructor? Whatever. I had a guy that was teaching me how to rear my dog, and he said use a shock collar. It's appropriate. I didn't realize it's not popular anymore. Sorry. Could have said that. But then he just keeps on trying to lie to your face, getting his lies wrong, rinse and repeat, bringing him back to the forefront over and over. That's why his audience is upset with him, because they say, well, if I can't believe you about something as simple as a shock collar, how can I believe you about what's happening? How can I believe what you say about the Middle East? How can I believe what you say about socialism? It's starting to seem like you don't really live in reality.
I got to stop reading this stuff. People like to be a part of something larger. People like to be a part of a larger movement.
This guy projects so much, it's insane.
Okay? People like to be a part of a larger movement, and very clearly this is like a big thing that all the normies have gotten on board with.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
All the normies and most of your audience as well.
There's nothing I can do about it. There's not really anything I can do about it other than just keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully people will realize that there's no accuracy or veracity to the claims being made.
The more you go, the more the evidence pops up. It's almost hilarious to see the way it is. And Imora says, good take. If he owned up to it and changed the caller, this would have been over in 2 days. The sad part is, I think he could straight up right now, with the way his audience and the way like that one adult film star went to bat for him and that other dog walker went to bat for him, like all these people that really tried to help him out. I think he could straight up say, you know what? Because I am who I am, F dogs. And he can literally take the bat and just do whatever he wants. His audience doesn't care. They don't care if he's done something horrendous to his dog. They don't care that his dog was literally like the most expensive Funko Pop known to man, conveniently sitting in the corner for hours on end, unlike any dog ever. I think his audience would let him get away with anything. Doesn't matter at this point in time. It's sad. But yes, you also had him. He's crashing out, guys. He's crashing out. He can't handle what's happening to him over time.
Indefensible? Dude. Ugh.
Please shut the fuck up about Grand Platinum right now, okay? We're done with the Grand Platinum shit. You can be as annoying as you want to when we get to it, okay? Please.
You cultivated this audience of hyper left idiots, and then you get upset when they act like hyper left idiots.
Please shut the fuck up about Grand Platinum. I want to fucking Brian kill me. I want to Brian kill me. I can't stand any of you dumb fucks in this goddamn chat. Oh my fucking God, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on every single fucking day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single fucking person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou, the most ultimate.
It's so much projection.
Ultimately woke leftist. It's just, you did it. You did it. You have unlocked the fucking nihilism within me, okay? I am black-pilled. Nothing will ever get better. We are never going to make it out. We can't even have a normal fucking non-hostile goddamn conversation on any of these issues. Everybody just simply wants to fucking chirp into the wind because they have no power and they recognize their utter powerlessness in the face of unjustifiable construct.
People that are giving advice are often talking to themselves. Like oftentimes when I would cover like Johnny Somali, or even when I cover Hasan, like in his drama with the dog shock collar, you'll hear me say things like, I'm not trying to give him advice. I think Johnny's a scumbag. I think Hasan's a scumbag. But oftentimes I'll try to give them, one, the benefit of the doubt, or two, I'll try to give them an out. Like say, hey, look, if this was me, I would be doing this because, and this is kind of how you back out of the controversy. Like me even saying, don't even cater to the people that are your detractors anymore. Send them on their way. Don't give them content to feed off of like this right here. But just accept the fact that you only cater to a very small audience now. Like that's me speaking to him, giving him advice. But I'm really talking to myself and the idea that when I started off the stream, the video probably had like 80,000 subscribers. I remember I had one guy that was not only like giving me super chats in every single video, going to other live streamers and trying to tell them, hey, come check out Decoy Voice. Like he was a very loyal follower and subscriber, but he would straight up give me like little warnings. He would like not text me. He would put messages on my videos saying, hey, it kind of sounds like you're not a diehard MAGA supporter. Kind of sounds like you're telling people to go away from Trump. Look, if you do that one more time, I'm going to have to unfollow you. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not a diehard Trump supporter. I like what he does. I think he's doing a good job as president right now. But there are certain things that Donald Trump could do to make me say, okay, I no longer support him, or at least I criticize you for doing it this way. This guy was straight up saying, if you do not fall in line with the Trump narrative, with the Trump party, top to bottom, never question him like the God Emperor of the world, I can't like you anymore. And so it was like a conscious decision for me early on to say, okay, look, this guy is probably one of my biggest financial supporters right now, but I cannot pretend to be something that I'm not to follow the money, to follow the subscribers, to follow anything. It's like, as long as you're just you genuinely, and it's like, yeah, I'm this awkward guy that swings around a bat and likes sports ball and toys. Like, if you're going to hate me for that, then whatever, you're never going to follow me. But the idea is him trying to cater into this far left audience, I don't think is genuine. I think I've seen old videos of him kind of being the big burly bro dude that would talk about like dating and stuff, or what was it, dating? It was something like bro online content like that. I think he would have much rather stuck to that content, but once he started doing politics and saw, hey, look, this is better stuff for me, for view-wise, let me lean into that. And I think at this point in time in his career, he's starting to regret it.
That we fucking exist under, and the best possible fucking thing you can do is just be goddamn annoying, okay? Oh God.
He's talking to himself and he doesn't even know it.
Right when the reporter is asking you about optimism, I want to fucking, I want to just shut it off, dude. I want to shut everything off. I just want to go away.
Take a vacation.
If I wasn't so goddamn stubborn, I would have a long time ago.
Take
oh my Lord, dude. I 100% think you should someday go on sub-only mode. What do you mean? The most annoying people are literally like the 40-month subscribers.
If you had the temperament to listen and follow a song for 40 months for like over 3 years, wait, is it over 3 years? Not a math. Yes. 20, yes, it's over. If you have the temperament to follow and watch a song and pay him money, to paying a millionaire socialist for over 3 years, I kind of hate you too. You have the exact personality that would cause him to crash out.
The person that caused me to fucking spiral just now is Hidejo Offliner or whatever. And that is like a routine nuisance and an offliner in this community. Okay. He is a consistent voice of nuisance. Okay. What are you talking about? The people that actually brick me, the people that actually cause me to fucking spiral out of control are always the people that have been in this fucking community for years who never shut the fuck up. I have banned him before. It's literally just...
Someone said, Friday vibes died quick today, LOL. This was supposed to be a fun stream.
I'm not even singling him out. He's just one example. But this happens all the fucking time, bro. Anyway.
Bro's crashing out on his own audience.
One of the worst aspects of like this kind of gathering online is that people, I think people don't behave like this in the real world. That's unironically what I was talking about. That's why I have so much hope for the future of America when I'm out in the fucking streets, right? Because I see grandparents and I see kids and I see regular ass folk that see right from wrong and they say, fuck this. What do you mean? You're just like kidnapping my neighbors. Get the fuck out of here. And they protest. And that gives me confidence. And then
I mean, we're going to cover the No Kings protest in a moment. I don't think this was what we saw at all.
And I get fucking yelled at by a bunch of screenager iPad babies who are 38 years old who think that the most like radical socialist position is to constantly chirp in a fucking Twitch streamer's...
How old is Hasan? Hold on, we got to pull up the chat. Chat, how old is Hasan? How old is Hasan? 34? Okay, he said 38, 35. I was 40. I was just wondering if he was gonna be, if he was saying the 38-year-old person, iPad kid that's deranged or whatever. And I'm like, if he's calling out the exact age he is, nobody knows how old he is. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. Actually, whatever. But yeah, he's crashing out on himself. Doesn't even know it.
Chat and hyper scrutinize everything and then like refuse to understand like broader points. Okay, refuse to be open minded. Then I'm blackpilled again. It's virtually impossible not to be blackpilled if you're online all the fucking time. Everything that we do here is so bad. Is so fucking bad.
It's so sad, but I mean, I think he called for it. Like, this is the audience he's been cultivating. He's been making this audience himself. Now, here's the thing: is the one thing I don't like about this is he went on TMZ. I don't like the fact that TMZ platformed him, but he went on TMZ to share what's happening to him post shock collar controversy.
The clip itself looks terrible because it looks like where I'm like looking back to give her a place command, it looks like I'm moving around.
Yeah, the idea that he's giving her the place command doesn't help out the fact that he makes her sit there for hours on end. So this is not the exonerating evidence he thinks it is.
Where all my Zintins are, ironically enough. And then she yelps. And she's getting back up onto the bed. In the process of getting back up onto the bed, she yelps in that moment. And every now and then, she snags her claw onto something like a dew claw.
Again, I don't buy it. I don't buy this story whatsoever.
Or she steps on something funny. Sometimes when I'm wrestling with her, she'll give off like a little yelp. Or sometimes when she's playing with other dogs, she'll give off a yelp. She wasn't even wearing like the vibration collar that's in contention now. Like everyone was like, this is not, you know.
Didn't we see the collar flash a light? But I mean, whatever. I think he's a liar.
He definitely shocked her. Like on that day, she just had like a regular collar. She has a bunch of different collars. There's like a phi collar. There's a vibration collar for reinforcing her training, or most importantly for walking around when I'm like out in the park or when I'm hiking.
Hold on.
Claw onto something like a dew claw, or she steps on something funny.
I wonder if he has a tell. It's not an exact science, but I wonder when he gets uncomfortable, when he's going to tell you something that's a lie, does he brace himself?
Or ironically enough. And then she yelps. And she's getting back up onto the bed. In the process of getting back up onto the bed, she yelps in that moment. And every now and then, she snags her claw onto something like a dew claw, or she steps on something funny. Sometimes when I'm wrestling with her, she'll give off like a little yelp. Or sometimes when she's playing with other dogs, she'll give off a yelp. She wasn't even wearing like the vibration collar that's in contention now. Like everyone was like, this is not... You know, he definitely shocked her. Like on that day, she just had like a regular collar.
I'm tinfoil beaning out.
She has a bunch of different collars. There's like a phi collar. There's a vibration collar for reinforcing her training, or most importantly for walking around when I'm like out in the park or when I'm hiking or anything like that. When I take her on long walks, I like to let her roam. I like to let her run around. And if she's super far away where she can't hear me, or if her attention is elsewhere
You know, if she's like chasing a squirrel or something, the vibration is supposed to communicate alongside with like your voice. That's what it's used for. And right now,
I mean, if this is such a well-trained animal that he's spending all his money on, why doesn't she respond? I'm not going to break it down too much. Okay, just get to the point I want to talk about.
I would say like all of my social media, like wherever I am on the internet, people are just like, you're a dog abuser. I'm going to come and kill you. I'm going to steal your dog. I'm going to kidnap your dog. That's one of the most insane, like, I mean, yeah, here, just now, like 6 minutes ago, are you the dog abuser guy? Right?
You got to turn off your notification. This is why it's going to get, why it's melting him down. But also, I don't think it's right. I don't think he should be getting threats on his life. I don't think he should be getting people spamming him with all these things. I hate the guy. I think he's a scumbag. I don't think he should be anywhere near any animals. But also, I don't think that anybody should be sending him threats against his life. It's not that hard. I don't understand why it's so hard for, like, what does they call it? The left to simply say, hey, somebody's calling for violence against a guy that is called for violence. Okay, cool. He's not a good person. You don't gotta stoop to his level. And then people talk about, yeah, free Kaya Stein. It's crazy how they talk about how he's complaining about people making threats towards him. But it's like, this is the same party or the same side. What they say? They cheered for Charlie Kirk's death more than they did the ceasefire in Palestine. Very telling on who these people are. So you shouldn't be surprised when this is the type of reaction they have. But also, he's just almost getting it. I feel like he's so close to getting the fact that he did wrong and needs to apologize, but he's just not there yet.
Oh my God. I'm a Hasan head, but why is this so hard for you to apologize?
Yeah.
That you did your pet wrong, brother, and you're going to do better in the future. It would help you and it would strengthen the trust and relationship with your reviewers if you apologize for your mistakes.
Hey, that's a true fan. True fan probably spending money to say, hey, this is probably you're out on this. He's contemplating. He's looking at his dog. He's looking at his sweet, precious puppy. He might not be a good owner, but I would hope that he still loves the dog. He's looking at her. He's contemplating. I feel like he's having a moment of realization like, yeah, maybe I should just be a better person. Oh no, we're still paused. I thought he was having a contemplative moment.
No, that is a Hasan head. That's like legitimately a long-term community subscriber who seemingly hasn't seen me take accountability for not immediately going over to Kaya to check in on her.
Yeah. Yes.
That is true. But I did take accountability for that. Now, if you want me to take accountability,
I already said he's like every girl that can't lose an argument. Like, I already said sorry. Get over it. Look, I did you wrong. I haven't apologized, but I am sorry. And if you can't get over the fact that I did you wrong, that is your problem.
Being a dog abuser, well, then that's not accountability. That's just me agreeing to the insane hallucinations.
The insane
of.
And the sad part is, though, is this is not an insane hallucination. Like the fact that the other dog, I don't even want to play right now, that he has the giant sore on his neck that looks like it's from this choke chain it's wearing. It's the observable reality. I think he was even trying to tell people like, oh no, you can believe what the internet's saying about me, or you can believe the observable reality, which is his narrative on it. Like, oh, that wasn't a shock collar, wasn't this, it wasn't that. It's sad how well he has his audience captured, how they just refuse to like believe what they see with their own eyes and ears. What is it? Hasan Nation? Yeah, 100% sociopath. I believe that. I believe that right there.